The views and opinions expressed on the following program do not necessarily reflect the views or opinions of Nash Community College, the Board of Trustees of Nash Community College, or the North Carolina Community College system.
We don't need no stinking podcast. Oh, no.
Well, you buy a hat like this, I'll bet you get a free bowl of soup, huh?
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
I'm gonna make him an offer again.
You play ball like a girl! Oh, yeah! Come to play!
And Leon's getting larger! Nothing but pure and simple old-fashioned communism.
But I was going into Toshi Station to pick up some power converters.
Well, thank you very much. Can I be in charge for a while?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Big Bang Cinema. My name is Isaac Anderson.
I'm Tyler.
You back, man? Where'd you go last week?
I don't even know where I went.
You don't even know?
No, I don't know where I was. It was just like not here.
Oh.
I kind of think when I'm not on camera, I don't exist at all, you know?
Oh, my mic's muted. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, guys, in case you didn't know, this is Big Bang Cinema, where we talk about movie news, movie reviews, and everything in between. We have a brand new addition to the show, actually. So, in case we get anything wrong or, keep us in line with the facts, Hunter, I don't believe I know your last name. What is your last name, Hunter? Cool.
Look it up. It's a fact. Look it up. Look up what your last name is.
No, it's Baker.
Hunter Baker. All right.
Hunter Baker.
Thank you for being our fact checker, man. I appreciate it.
No problem.
And over there, what we got over here? What's your name, young man?
It doesn't matter.
I know
Let's
it,
go
but tell
back.
the people at home.
My name's Chris.
Chris. This is Chris. So everybody say hello to Chris on Facebook, on facebook.com/Studio67NCC. Make them feel welcome. So if you have any questions or comments also about the show, you can leave them there. Mm-hmm. But man, how's your week been?
Oh, it's been busy working hard. I took a vacation, so that made me work even harder to make up for that vacation.
Oh, wow. Well, you're not going to say where you went to vacation?
I don't even know where I went.
Oh.
I think when I walk out the door, I don't think it exists anymore. I only exist in front of the camera.
Well, speaking about forgetting where you are, Martin Scorsese is producing a Joker origin film.
Oh no! Please tell me it's not going to be Jared Leto.
Hopefully it's not Jared Leto. I heard it's not Jared Leto. So sources say that Martin Scorsese is producing this movie. He's not directing it.
Oh, he's just throwing money at it. Here's some money.
Yeah, exactly. And I believe the person that is directing it is Mr. Todd Phillips, who directed The Hangover.
Oh no.
And Due Date and stuff like that.
I kind of know where this is going.
And
it's going to be a comedy film.
I really hope that this doesn't happen. I hope this doesn't get up. I hope it doesn't get legs to actually form and walk. You know what I mean? I hope it's like veal. They just tie it to a post and it just doesn't ever walks.
But that's really sad. I was gonna say like it evolved or something like that. It doesn't grow legs.
Well,
crawl on land.
Well, I mean,
lay eggs and then eventually learn how to lay eggs in solid shells.
Okay, well, what do you think about this idea? Do you think it's good?
I've already forgot what the idea was because I was so unimpressed with it. It just it was a Felicia, so I'm like, bye Felicia, and it's just gone.
Well.
Bye, Felicia.
Okay, as Todd Phillips directing a Joker origin film, possibly without Jared Leto.
And yes, I did do a Friday reference, so all those you out there, just contact me if you want to talk about Friday.
Nope.
No.
But what, what do you think about, do you think it can be good at all?
No, I really have no faith in this. I have less faith in this than I do that Xena coming back. I really don't.
No! Tom Cruise is going to get you, man.
He's going to hack us and steal all my personal information.
Oh, no, he's not.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Oh, well, no, that's not
It's
confirmed.
true. Fact check, sir. It's true. They're responsible for the largest government leak in history.
Oh, this isn't a show about Scientology. We're talking about this Joker right here.
Okay.
But, yeah, I really hope Jared Leto doesn't come back for this. Because as great as an actor as he is, this was terrible.
Oh, this is one of the worst things I've seen.
This was, downright, hilarious to watch in a sense of, it was so bad, and he thought it was so good. And it was like...
those Neil Breen movies you love.
Yeah, it was like these Neil Breen. By the way, there's a guy named Neil Breen that makes these terrible films that we talk about once on the show. If you like terrible films, it's one to check out.
It's really bad. It's awful.
Yeah. But I mean, this was really bad too. This was just the biggest cluster of a movie. just trying to get all this stuff kind of working. And whoever thought this was a good idea just needs not to come back. And, well, I think he's a producing chair, and that comes back to Martin Scorsese producing this. Is that the term producer is really loose? Like, I don't believe that he's not. I don't think he's going to do much on this.
Is he producer or executive producer?
I think he's just
executive producer. His name is just going to be on the list. He does nothing.
I think as a producer, like I think he's just gonna have to, say, oh, here's your cash. I want my name attached to it. And I want to make some money. He's not really going to have anything to do with the project. Maybe he'll have a few things to say. I have no idea. Are you watching the movie?
No, I'm not. I'm looking at how horrible this was.
That's why you're looking up.
Yeah, that's why I'm looking up.
But yeah, I don't really have a whole lot of faith in this either. I don't think this is going to be good.
I have no faith in it.
Todd Phillips is a competent enough director where I believe he can make a movie. But the question is, should you?
I don't think. They're wondering so much whether if they should, if they could, rather than if they should.
And they really should
That's
be
a quote
asking.
from Jurassic Park, so.
Yeah, and it's true for movies now. I mean, like I was joking with our producer, Andrew, who actually does a lot more than probably Martin Scorsese is going to do in this movie.
Yeah, possibly so.
Oh, I know he does. But, no, just like they're trying to capitalize on anything recognizable now. Like the Joker is super recognizable.
Oh, Martin Scorsese is super recognizable.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's one of the greatest directors of all time. But as far as like properties to reboot.
Your opinions,
what?
Sir, that's to your opinion.
Well, like as far as properties, like the Joker is super popular,
Well, I would say after this, his popularity is dying down.
Yeah, but I mean, like all these big properties are trying to get rebooted. And we're trying to have these different ideas. They're going to have a John McClane prequel movie, which is a terrible idea.
Well, it's going to be about him well, his most famous thing was the very first one. I mean,
yeah, but he wasn't. Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Well, it was
either.
a book series, but is it just him like at school learning how to be a cop?
I don't know.
Is he going to like team up with I don't know, go to school with Channing Tatum and I don't know, like Jonah Hill? They're in cop school together. And they got a guy who like makes the noise, he makes like weird sounds.
Oh, so Police Academy?
Oh, this is going to be. I want to see that. I want to see it.
Okay, but yeah, like who knows? It might be good. It might not be. Speaking about might be good and might not be.
Actually, will be good. Will be good.
Who knows?
This is a sure thing.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is going to be setting up 2 decades worth of Marvel films. Now, that's a lot to films.
It could be 6 films.
That could be 6. Could be 4. Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, well, needless to say, Marvel's putting out 3 movies a year now. Who knows what they're going to be doing, 10 years, 20 years down the road? Are they still going to be exciting?
They're going to beam them straight to our brains when we go pay for them. Like Total Recall, they just beam the films into our brain. That'd be awesome.
That'd be cool. Hunter, can you check if that's actually ever going to be a thing? Like if that's in, like they're actually trying to look into streaming movies or like streaming things in our brains? I want to see if that's actually a thing. But yeah.
It is a thing, because I said so.
Oh, well, that doesn't make it true. But I think that like I'm again, Guardians of the Galaxy 2 was great. I really enjoyed it. Guardians of the Galaxy 3, can lightning strike 3 times like that?
It can't strike 3 times. That uncle was struck by lightning 3 times, so it definitely can happen.
Well, besides those lies, I think that like this movie will be good. But what are they going to do in it that's going to set up 2 decades worth of films?
Cosmic Marvel.
Cosmic Marvel. Oh, you think it's going to be like out in like the ether and everything?
Oh yeah, you're probably going to have a run-in with I don't know, like Adam Warlock. You're probably going to have more to do with. They're probably bringing more of the Kree, the Skrull. I guarantee you, Captain Marvel probably is going to have something to do with it. And
well, obviously we're going to have guys like Black Panther, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Captain Marvel. The Inhumans are coming out pretty soon.
Scroll it this way. I want to see what's going on over here.
Well, I don't think that's been released yet, but this is like Phase 3. It started with Civil War, and it's going to pretty much end with Infinity War and Captain Marvel.
We are right here.
We're right there. We're not even halfway through yet, and that's pretty impressive. I mean,
it looks like a history of America, America's greatest achievements.
Well, this is probably America's greatest achievement. It's one of the biggest film franchises of all time, made by
It's the biggest film franchise of all time.
Yeah, I mean I know that, okay. But I mean it's an American-made kind of thing, and it's it's really, really cool to see how it's grown, but like, is it going to be able to, whoa, did their power go out? Oh my goodness. Oh well, can we still hear us? Can we keep going? Okay.
At least Scott Pilgrim's still playing.
At least, well, maybe so. Yeah, but that's one thing, but nobody can see it at home.
Can you hear me?
Of course everybody can hear you. But let's keep talking about this. I don't know what they're going to be doing. I'm like you, I think they might be going into space. somehow.
Space.
I don't know, maybe into the ether. But who knows? I mean, it'll probably be something cool. Maybe it'll get kind of boring after a while.
No, it won't.
I know, we're still connecting the stick. But yeah.
Is it a fire stick?
I could throw something in here right quick.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Throw it, sling it.
All right, so as far as streaming, like entertainment directly into the brain,
Yes.
Nobody's working on that.
See, Tyler?
Obviously not.
But the first thought-to-thought machine has been built. So they are able to actually send basic thoughts across the internet from brain to brain.
Okay, so I'm half right.
And Facebook, Mike Zuckerberg is working on figuring out how to be able to use emotions. So if you like something or feel a certain way about something, you can post that emotion, and then other people could click that and also feel that emotion. So they could feel what you felt when you looked at a post. They're working on that.
That's creepy.
That sounds like a lot of like really terrible stuff your aunt's posting that you don't.
I feel like Mark Zuckerberg is going to like really exploit that, and make everybody feel like you need to like I don't know, give more money to all of these people all these companies that I own, buy more of this stuff.
I know. Speaking about buying more of this stuff, video on demand service for new films has been talked about and been tossed around for a long time around studios. But now it actually seems like it's actually going to get some legs and walk away, unlike those Cal's reviews.
I already do this every week when it pops up. I just go on the internet and watch it.
Yes, but I mean it's $30.
Oh, legally doing it. Okay.
So they're talking about having a $30 kind of
$30, man.
So
I'm better off doing what I've already been doing.
So the movie comes out in the theater. You don't want to go to the theater and go see it. You want the highest quality version of this movie you can get that's legal. Well, they're also talking about $50 when it first comes out, then $30 after a while it comes out before it comes out on video and stuff. And they're talking about anti-piracy laws and trying to how to combat this. I don't know how they would combat this, but Tyler, would you do this?
I would definitely pirate all this.
Well, not pirate. Not pirate. Would you pay $30 instead of go to a movie?
I would like not pay $30 because I can get it at home for free.
But would you?
Free is always better than paying. You know what am I right?
As far as legal stuff, and trying to go like if you want the quality you're gonna see in a theater, at home, would you pay $30 to see that movie? If there's no pirate copies online, there are absolutely none. All of them are trash, and there's one copy, and it's that $30 video on demand thing.
No, I wouldn't.
Why not?
Because I ain't spending $30 on it.
Okay, well, I don't know how I feel about this personally.
Well, you throw money away left and right, so I mean, I'm more
I
conservative
not throw money
with my
away.
cash. I mean, I've got video games I got to buy. I mean, I got like.
And I throw my cash away? Come on.
Yeah, I mean, the video games are good. They last a long time.
Yeah, and so does clothes. But I mean, I think this might be a really good idea for people that can't make it to the theater because sometimes I can't always make it to the theater. When I want to.
I go home. If I can't make it, I watch it on the internet.
Well, I mean, that's illegal.
And Korean subtitles.
That's illegal. But, I mean, I think it'd be kind of cool, but the big thing is I think they make it this expensive because they don't want theaters to go out of business.
No, I think they make it this expensive so they can make a whole lot of money off of it.
Oh, yeah. And
Disney's even doing this. Disney's even talking about doing
Disney's the one on there that's not actually going to this kind of service. They're going to something different, which you told me a little earlier.
Yeah, the streaming service. They're taking away all their Disney stuff and all their future, except for Marvel, because Netflix still owns, back before Disney bought it, they own the rights for Marvel streaming services. They still own the contract for it.
But I think this is getting more. This is more tossed around like Viacom and.
Viacom, they're still around.
Viacom, yeah.
Are they still Paramount?
Well, I think Universal is really in talks for this. That new Hugh Jackman movie about the circus, that's going to be like one of the first ones they try out. I don't know. They tried to do one a while back for the movie Tower Heist, I think, which we might talk about a little earlier.
Wait, really?
They tried to do a release, like a video on demand kind of thing.
Because it was garbage. They knew it wasn't going to make any money.
Oh, yeah, but, and it failed miserably. But I don't know. Maybe this will take off. I hope this doesn't get rid of theaters because everyone, knows.
No, they're not getting rid of theaters. Nickelodeons have been around for a long time.
But we never had that. Like, hey, they said the same thing about music, but then Napster came along.
Oh, and so did the Zune. The Zune came around too.
Yeah, but the Zune doesn't it's not the same thing as Napster. You can't download music for free on the Zune like that.
Well, I can download music free on my phone and my computer.
Man, you're just admitting to so many crimes on this show right now.
What?
But I mean,
this app. I could go on the App Store and just download all the free music I want. I mean, it's up there legally up there.
It's not legally up there, but I don't know. Guys, if you have any opinions on that specifically, I really want to hear your opinions on that. Please leave a comment at facebook.com/Studio67NCC. We would love to hear what you guys have to say.
And speaking of things we have to say, we're here to talk about BBC next.
We're not here to talk about BBC. We're talking about the list, the top 100 comedies.
The BBC top 100
from the BBC.
comedies.
Read the whole thing, buddy. But yeah.
Is this British Broadcasting?
British Broadcasting channel, yes. Not the thing you told me earlier.
That's the channel that's got that weird show with the guy who's got to flows around in the porta potty?
I believe... I don't...
What? All right.
It's a phone booth.
It's a phone booth.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I thought it was Big Blue Porta Potty.
It's Doctor Who.
Oh, man.
I thought it was porta potty.
I don't know.
Until this moment, I thought it was a porta potty he was traveling around in. Oh, really?
That's definitely a phone booth. Yeah, but it's the TARDIS.
It is retarded. I'm not lying.
No. But we had the list up here,
the BBC.
And we want to go ahead and talk about it. You haven't seen this list, have you?
I have not seen this list.
Okay,
I can probably guess what's up here, though.
Okay.
I got The Big Lebowski, maybe Blazing Saddles, Airplane. I see Groundhog Day. I see The Dictator. I see with the one with the Princess Bride. There is Pulp Fiction. That's Zoolander. That's The Big Lebowski.
You already said Big Lebowski.
That's Borat. That is
The Big Lebowski.
Oh yeah. That's Anchorman.
Pulp Fiction.
No, that's Anchorman. That is
Princess Bride.
Spinal Tap, and that's Monty Python.
Okay.
Search for the Holy Grail.
Well, anyway.
Am I right? I got them all right.
Well, I mean, there's more than that. Number 100 is King of Comedy,
South
directed
Park.
by Martin Scorsese that we talked about a little earlier.
Blues Brothers.
Yes, I see.
Okay.
But number 100 is a tie between The Ladies' Man with Jerry Lewis and Martin Scorsese's directed The King of Comedy. Have you seen King of Comedy?
No, but I've seen The Ladies' Man.
What do you think?
It was fun. It had the one with the guy from Saturday Night Live in it.
That really narrows it down.
Oh, yeah, it was
a Saturday Night Live member in a movie.
He dated the Courvoisier.
I know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
100, fact check that. Who was the Saturday Night Live member in The Ladies' Man? But South Park was in there too.
Yeah, that's hilarious. I love that movie.
Zoolander.
My favorite is the song in the film.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
About Kyle's mother.
Oh yeah. Kyle's mom is such a nice woman.
Yeah.
But and there's a movie called Top Secret that we talked about, was one of the most underrated films with Val Kilmer in it. That was one of my favorites. Number 80 is Office Space.
Office Space is a good one.
Office Space made it on there. And 78, Princess Bride. Naked Gun, one of my personal favorites, number 72. Naked Gun is definitely one of my favorites. Caddyshack, number 65.
Caddyshack.
Actually, Hot Fuzz made it on there too. It's 66.
Hot Fuzz is a good one.
What would you say is number 1?
Okay. The funniest movie.
I don't think you're going to guess this.
The Room.
No.
So it's Requiem for a Dream.
No, that's definitely not on here. That's not even listed.
Okay. Let me throw it around my head. Maybe it is something. The Hangover.
No, that'd be a terrible list. I think The Hangover actually is on this list.
Okay.
I think it's like number 90 something. But it's actually a movie called Some Like It Hot. It's a movie that stars Marilyn Monroe. And it's about two dudes that think this chick is hot, so they dress up as women to infiltrate her band and kind of stare at her and be creeps.
Oh, it's the Bosom Buddies.
Yes.
Okay,
Billy Wilder.
You asked about The Ladies' Man?
Yes.
It's Tim Meadows.
Tim Meadows. Oh, of course. I love Tim Meadows.
He like the Courvoisier. Hey, hello, ladies. Have you ever tried? Oh, never mind. I ain't gonna say it.
That's good.
I'm gonna say.
But let's keep going through the list right here. I mean, there's a lot of other things. Blues Brothers is number 53.
I love Blues Brothers.
Team America: World Police is 61.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, that's a great. Step Brothers actually made it on there too.
Anchorman's number 33.
Yeah, Anchorman is number 33. Pulp Fiction is number 46.
Pulp Fiction.
That's really cool for me. Bridesmaids, number 44. I don't know. What else do you think is on here? Not looking at this.
Okay. Monty Python: Search for the Holy Grail.
Yep, that's number 15.
And possibly Airplane.
Airplane is definitely on there. I don't know what number that is. Hold on. Airplane.
Scary Movie.
It's number 7.
Scary Movie.
I don't think Scary Movie is on there.
Scary Movie 2.
Airplane is 70. Oh, no.
Scary.
But yeah, I mean that we could talk about this all day. There's 100 things on there. But yeah, guys.
Don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood.
No, that should be on there. It's a great one.
That should be up there.
But guys, thank you so much for watching so far. We really appreciate it. If you have any opinions on this or any of the things that we're going to talk about, please leave a comment at facebook.com/Studio67NCC.
How do you know the stuff we're going to talk about before we even talk about it?
Please leave a comment. So we're going to take a really quick break, but when we come back, we have a really fun segment, so stay with us.
In a world where some things are beyond legend, they will search for answers. Be prepared. Hang on to your seats. They are going where no one has gone before. Until now.
Why are you so close to me?
I don't know. Let me back up a little bit. Yo, check out our show on Big Bang Radio. Okay.
Did you know Nash Community College offers 12 degree programs entirely online? Are you interested in information technology? Explore information technology systems, network management, systems security, healthcare informatics, or web design and administration. These 2-year programs are only a few of the online associate degrees offered through Nash Online. Students receive the same quality instruction and resources as on-campus students without ever stepping foot on Nash's campus. Learn more about Nash Online today at online.nashcc.edu.
Nash Community College will host the inaugural Bounty and Barrel event Thursday, November 7th from 6 to 8 p.m. Join the community for an evening of North Carolina harvests, meats, and seafood while sampling barrel-aged spirits and student craft beer, plus a VIP hour with special guest and certified spirits specialist. Don't miss this Bounty and Barrel event, November 7th from 6 to 8 p.m. on the campus of Nash Community College in Rocky Mount.
And welcome back to Big Bang Cinema. My name is Isaac Anderson.
I'm the other guy.
Ooh, and he's back. All right, guys, there's a lot of heist movies out there, and a lot of them are good. And actually, there's not too many of them that are that terrible, but we found a few. So that comes to this week's segment.
Oceans are heist movies.
Yeah, no, it's Heist of Their Powers.
That don't make any sense. So
it does to me.
Doesn't make it.
It's the best and worst heist movies.
You are the worst maker of puns.
Well, I mean, I still make them. So, who knows? But,
what's it called?
What?
The Heist of Their Powers.
Oh.
Like the height of their powers. Oh, yeah. It's supposed to be terrible. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it is. Yeah, well, thanks, buddy. Okay. Well, guys, going to the number one, I'm going to go ahead and start.
Why don't you just call it Stealing the Show?
Well,
that would have been a whole lot better.
That would have been a whole lot better. Why didn't you chime in and tell me this before I put this on the board? I don't know.
I make really good puns.
But why didn't you tell me this?
Because it was already written that it was too late.
No,
it was written.
You can still say it. You can still say it.
Is that your horrible handwriting too?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I can tell.
All right.
Tell me why to figure out what it said.
Number one is so this movie is directed by the director of the movie that we actually saw this week.
Oh wait. Oh yeah. Martin Scorsese.
No, Steven Soderbergh.
No, I feel like I've seen this. This was a really old movie.
I mean, it was an older movie. But
I remember Dino being in it.
Dino? Oh yeah, but it's a different one. It's a different one.
And the black guy with the fake eyeball.
Well, this is a different one.
Okay.
This is a different one. This is Ocean's 11.
Sammy Davis Jr., that was his name.
Yeah, Ocean's 11 starring George Clooney and Brad Pitt.
Oh.
And so Ocean's 11's about Mr. Danny Ocean. Yeah. He gets out of jail, and he's already starting to roll out his next plan. He gets all his fun little people to go do a little heist, and it's one of the most it's one of the most beloved heist movies of all time, really. And Steven Soderbergh really knows how to make a heist movie. It's a lot of fun. The framing and the cinematography is great in there. And just like the kind of the elements they kind of put in there of like the little, the trapeze artist that has to do the backflip and trying to get in there. It's a really specific job, and them trying to go find the people that need to be part of the heist is actually a lot of fun. Don Cheadle's in this too, I think, right?
Don Cheadle.
I really like his character. Don Cheadle's character is a lot of fun.
Don Cheadle.
Just all the style that everybody's kind of got going on. Everything's a lot of fun about this movie. So yeah,
that movie's also a remake.
Oh yeah, what did you say?
Sammy Davis Jr. only had one.
Yeah, no, Ocean's 11 was back in. Dean Martin was in it, right?
Yeah, Sammy Davis Jr.
I never seen that one, but I know it was a remake of that.
It's the whole Rat Pack.
Yeah, it's the whole Rat Pack.
Yeah, the whole Rat Pack. But I've never seen that.
Thank you, fact checker. That was very, very. Cause he did not know this.
I knew it was a Dean Martin movie. I didn't know the whole Rat Pack was in there. But I mean, who directed that?
Who directed what?
The first Ocean's 11.
Let's see here.
U.S.
milestone.
Martin Scorsese.
Martin Scorsese.
I don't think he was around making a whole lot of movies at that time. But Tyler, why don't you go ahead?
He's like 80. Of course, he was around by then. Anyway.
Why don't you take the next one?
Heat. I remember this is part in Heat. Oh, Heat was good. It had Robert De Niro, and I think it had Al Pacino in it. And there's this big line that says something about it keeps me on my toes. It's one of those famous moments, movie lines. Oh, so good. The heat, the cops chasing. It was a good film. Haven't seen it in 20 years, but I do remember that part.
I know, but there is one scene when the scene where they're going through the street.
Keeps me on my toes.
Yeah, that scene's really tense too. It's like when they're sitting at the dinner table, and he's like, you know what I gotta do? I gotta chase you. I can't do a Robert De Niro impression to save my life.
Keeps him on my toes.
Yeah, but yeah, there's a scene in here, without giving too much away in case you haven't seen the movie. The scene where like there's a bit of a car chase, kind of like a gun shootout thing on the street, and Michael Mann, the director of this movie, they were trying to put the sound effects in of the guns, and nothing was satisfying him. He always sounded fake. So they just left in the sound they had on the street, and it sounds visceral. Like it's just like it's just so tense. Like it's really, really riveting. It's so real. Because it is real. And Val Kilmer's reload thing he does is actually shown to police officers in police training because it's so proficient and well done. And yeah, it's a great movie. And this next one is actually probably one of Quentin Tarantino's best, and probably one that a lot of hipsters...
I love this movie.
Yeah, I bet a lot of hipsters love this movie too, and a lot of people...
The part with the ear. Oh, Reservoir Dogs. He gets that...
Yeah. Well, the movie is Reservoir Dogs, and
all right.
It's one of... I believe this is Quentin Tarantino's first film, right?
I believe so.
And it's one of his best. It's really hard to find a bad Quentin Tarantino film.
Sean Penn.
Yeah. Sean Penn?
I think was Sean Penn in it?
I think that...
No, I'm thinking about Mystic River.
Yeah, this is the wrong movie.
Okay.
But basically, this is a movie about a bunch of criminals, kind of like they're playing a heist. The heist goes wrong, and you kind of follow the aftermath of that. And it kind of told in almost a non-linear kind of fashion, where they all have different names, like Mr. Pink, Mr. White, all these different kind of code names. And
it's Sean Penn's brother.
Oh, Sean Penn's brother.
Yeah,
that's completely different. This man didn't talk to El Chapo, but. I think that this movie, on a direction level, is really amazing. Quentin Tarantino himself's in this movie too. It was back when he had the acting bug, and it's a lot of fun to watch. It's really riveting. Even if you've seen it, it's still really fun to watch. It's definitely one of those heist gone wrong movies that's really ingrained in everybody's memory. But why don't you go ahead and take the next one?
Usual Suspects is the next one, number 4. I think it had Kevin Spacey was in it. Kevin Spacey. And Benicio del Toro right after he did that Bond film.
Yeah.
And I only remember is this part where he says the greatest thing the devil ever did was convince people he didn't exist. I think that was came from.
I'm about to say, is this the same movie we're talking about?
I think this is where it came from, isn't it?
I'm not sure.
I think it did.
So you tell the fact. You tell me. Check that if that movie that was the line in the movie.
Yeah, the greatest thing the devil ever did was convince people he never existed or didn't exist.
I feel like this is from another movie, but continue. Talk about the movie more.
It was a heist film. I mean, this is part where they're behind glass right there, and they're laughing so hard. I can't even tell you why. I'm talking on the radio why they're laughing so because they're behind glass, and it was good.
Yeah, and that's the whole scene. He's like, "Give me the keys." When
they're like making messing the voices up. Oh, give me the keys.
That quote is the most popular quote from this movie.
This movie?
Yeah,
it's been a long time since I've seen this movie.
It was from this film.
Oh, wow. No, so you were right. Congratulations. I haven't seen this movie in a very long time.
I haven't seen it in 20 years.
I'm about to say, it's definitely one of the...
probably 25.
It's probably one of the biggest twists in the film.
About 3 when I watched it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's very early to watch this film. It's like it has one of the best twists of all time in the very end, which won't spoil it for you.
I'll spoil it. I won't mind spoiling it.
Don't spoil it for you.
It turns out Samuel L. Jackson was doing the bombings the entire time.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Bruce Willis was so upset.
Yes, he was.
So we've talked about some great ones. So let's talk about some bad ones.
Oh, the Tower Heist.
Oh, Yeah.
That hurt. It stings, man. It stings.
Well, yeah, Tower Heist is a movie with Ben Stiller and Casey Affleck from 2011.
Oh, don't forget, he had Eddie Murphy in it.
Eddie Murphy was in it.
Eddie Murphy was in
Michael
it.
Pena was in it also, and it was directed by our favorite director, Britt Ratner.
Oh, Britt Ratner.
Britt Ratner directed such classics as The Rock, Hercules, and X-Men: The Last Stand. And this
Rush Hour.
Oh, he directed Rush Hour too?
I think he did Rush Hour.
I didn't know that. I don't know. Hunter, we can check that. That'd be fun. Who directed Rush Hour?
Why are you fact checking me? You know I'm right.
I don't know if you're right or not. I didn't know Britt Ratner directed
You were wasting his time, sir.
Okay, well, Tower Heist is it's not necessarily the worst and most incompetent movie, but it's definitely really boring. It's really bland. It's very cliched. Ben Stiller looks very bored in it. Eddie Murphy's Eddie Murphy in the movie.
Well, he was ghetto Eddie Murphy in it.
Oh, yeah. Well, can you do? Why don't you talk about Eddie Murphy's voice for a minute?
Oh, Eddie Murphy. It was like a real kind of ghetto-ish, kind of like I'm a thug kind of. Eddie Murphy ain't no thug.
Well, can you do the voice?
You want me to do the Eddie Murphy voice?
Sure.
The Cletus Clump voice?
Yeah, go ahead.
Here, Cletus Clump. We don't know Cletus Clump right now. Come on, Sherman. Come on, Sherman. Eat ice cream, Sherman.
Oh, that's like my haircut. It's a solid 4 out of 10.
4 out of 10.
Okay, but yeah, this movie's very bland. Britt Ratner is known for just kind of like churning these movies out for the studio, doing whatever they want.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's got cool ideas in his head that we're never going to see. But who knows? This movie is extremely bland. It's kind of boring to watch. Casey Affleck looks bored.
Oh, look at him. He's about to fall asleep in that too.
Casey Affleck looks like he does not want to be in this film.
He feels like he's about to fall asleep in all of his movies.
What is up with him and his brother doing movies they don't want to do? It doesn't make any sense.
They both look really bored in it. The more I've ever seen him alive was he was doing the Kevin Smith movies.
Oh yeah, because they were fun. But yes. Why don't you go ahead and take the next one? I think you
Mad Money. This was a film that had, I think Queen Latifah was in it, Diane Keaton, if I remember, Diane Keaton. And what happens is they go work for it's the department that shreds old money, so they can make more money. The government, so they have cash problems. So she convinces them to put all the money in their bras and like walk out with it, and that's what they did.
Wow.
It was old money. I think LL Cool J was in it.
That sounds about right.
And I think he was a security guard, and he like starts groping them because he said that I wants to know when they start making square bras. And that was like how they got caught. And then he got in on it with them, and then they started spending too much, and the IRS kind of busted them.
But to say the heist is like one of the first things that happens in the movie, right? Usually, like a heist movie, that's like the third act kind of thing. Well, you build up to it.
Well, this is kind of like the second act. The heist actually happens.
Oh, I'm about to say this is one movie I haven't seen, so I don't know.
I thought you watched it.
I know. I didn't say I watched it. I said I didn't. I've never seen this movie. I never even heard of it. But yeah, I don't know. I let you take the reins on that one. But this next one I have seen. This next one I saw a very long time ago.
I remember when it came out.
I remember when this movie came out, too. It stars Kristen Stewart and Corbin Bleu. And I'm talking, of course, about Catch That Kid from 2004, I believe. You thought Kristen Stewart couldn't act when she's older.
Oh, we should have seen her back in the day.
You already seen her back in the day. Now, this one is Cliche Town. This one is definitely very Cliche Town. And granted, it is kind of a movie made for kids.
And she's the mayor of Cliche Town in this entire little... I can't even say the word. It's this blank fest.
We'll let them use their imagination.
Yeah.
But this
Beer
movie
fest.
is definitely one of these. It's one of those. It's like it falls into a lot of the cliches. It was a very.
I believe it was a go-kart. That was like the big moment of the film. Was the go-kart.
It was.
It was a go-kart police chase.
And he was doing it because like her dad had like super cancer or something like that.
No, it was mega cancer. It wasn't super cancer. It was mega cancer.
It was something like that. It was a plot device. I remember that, but like he was like really sick. I remember that, or he got injured like in an extreme sport accident. I think. I don't know. This movie is very.
He got cancer.
Very old.
He got mega cancer from a crazy sporting event.
Oh, exactly. But yeah, this movie definitely it was just
extreme cancer.
It was super cancer.
Yeah, it was they were doing radioactive mud wrestling. That's what happened.
But yeah, this one is definitely just kind of a cheap attempt to try to cash on Agent Cody Banks and stuff, all that kind of stuff.
Because back in the day, about this time, it was hype. They were pumping out heist films, robbery films. Every time you turn around, there was like a remake or a rip-off. There's a remake of a rip-off of that was a remake of a rip-off.
Yeah,
just pumping them
like
out.
Like Fast and Furious came out around.
Oh
the
yeah,
time too.
Point Break. It's Point Break with cars, as you quote. Point Break with cars.
Which comes to our next one, which I think you have seen.
Oh, I have seen it.
Oh well, talk about this one.
I've seen half of it because I kind of stopped watching after half of it. You get a very iconic movie back in the day called Point Break, and Point Break was back in the day. It was back in the '90s. Keanu Reeves was kind of big. Patrick Swayze was really big, and Lori Petty was. I guess she was popular.
She was there.
She was there, but surfing and surfing was real popular at the time too. Everybody was kind of like, what California surf. Everybody was really talking about it. You had people buying surfboards, talking like they're from California. So they did a heist film about surfboarders. And then they decided, and it was a real popular movie at the time, and you go back and watch it now, it's got the nostalgia. I mean, it's a pretty good film.
It's a very 90s movie.
Very 90s.
It's a very 90s concept.
And then now when you watch, you get the nostalgia. Well, recently they have that deal like, let's remake that and remake it. And, which you can't remake a movie that was made for its day. Mm-hmm. You can break it today, it's not going to work. So they remade the film into this horrendous pile where they were like extreme sporting, like I think they did mountain climbing and mountain biking and surfing and skateboarding.
It's kind of hilarious how many things they actually could do in this movie.
It was, and all the favorite moments they try to reproduce and it just fell flat. You can't. It's one of those films that should have stayed where it was at. Yeah. They should never try to bring it back.
I love not Keanu Reeves when he gets up and says a line.
Wasn't the villain of this movie doing it for enlightenment?
I
like
think
they were
so.
like the trials on the pathway to like.
Yes,
something ridiculous.
It's really dumb.
It's really
pretentious.
Dumb.
Yes, but there's a line in here where not Keanu Reeves is saying to his FBI friends. No, it's not that. Where he goes, these criminals, much like myself, are extreme athletes.
Yeah, it was so bad.
And it made me laugh so hard when I saw that in the trailer. And like one guy like just falls off a cliff, and one guy like tackles them, and like now they're surfboarding for some reason. And then they're surfboarding. Now they're on like a ski slopes, snowboarding now. Like they're rock climbing. Like it's really crazy how many things like these guys do, and it's terrible. 9% Rotten Tomatoes.
What, you said 90%?
I think it's 9% Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, not 9%. They even did like the famous scene from that everybody remembers from the original was when he lets them go. He lets Patrick Swayze go, and instead of shooting him, he just turns out to start shooting in the air, screaming. So they remade this like on a mountain trail. And I think he rolling down beside the river, shooting in the air. I'm like, all tension was gone. All the it's just not there, non-existent.
Yeah, and it's just you can't recreate that.
And they did like the nude lingo. Everybody's using the extreme sporting lingo, and it just falls flat. Yeah. Who directed the original? Look it up. I want to say Patti Smith.
I don't know. Was it Catherine Bigelow?
That'd be Catherine Bigelow.
I think it was Catherine Bigelow.
I feel like it's a Catherine Bigelow film.
Yeah, Catherine Bigelow definitely directed that an original Point Break.
Yes.
I'm almost positive of that. What we got?
Catherine Bigelow. Catherine Bigelow.
That's the 2015.
Oh, nobody cares who directed that. That guy's never going to get a job in Hollywood again.
Like most directors nowadays.
Yeah. But while we're looking that up, guys, if you have any opinions on this, please leave a comment at Facebook.
It's Catherine Bigelow.
I knew it. Yay!
Catherine Bigelow.
I got one right.
I knew it was one of those lady directors.
Yeah, but she's definitely one of the biggest. She's still relevant now. With,
she's
Detroit.
very good, amazing director.
And, please leave a comment at facebook.com/studio67ncc if you want to hear us talk about anything or want to talk about anything that we have talked about or will talk about. But guys, thank you so much for watching so far. We're going to take a really quick break. When we come back, we're going to review Logan Lucky. So stay with us.
Did you know Nash Community College offers 12 degree programs entirely online? Are you interested in information technology? Explore information technology systems, network management, systems security, healthcare informatics, or web design and administration. These 2-year programs are only a few of the online associate degrees offered through Nash Online. Students receive the same quality instruction and resources as on-campus students without ever stepping foot on Nash's campus. Learn more about Nash Online today at online.nashcc.edu.
Nash Community College will host the inaugural Bounty and Barrel event Thursday, November 7th from 6 to 8 p.m. Join the community for an evening of North Carolina harvests, meats, and seafood while sampling barrel-aged spirits and student craft beer, plus a VIP hour with special guest and certified spirits specialist. Don't miss this Bounty and Barrel event, November 7th from 6 to 8 p.m. on the campus of Nash Community College in Rocky Mount.
And we're back. Hey guys, welcome back to Big Bang Cinema. My name is Isaac Anderson.
I'm still the other guy.
Ooh, and time for this week's movie
No
review.
introduction involved. No introduction needed. Never mind. No introduction needed.
We're going to get one.
Necessary. No
But this
introduction
week's movie
necessary.
review is about Logan Lucky.
Ooh.
And for those that don't know, Logan Lucky is a new movie directed by Steven Soderbergh and is about Channing Tatum's character. And his last name is Logan. I forgot what his first name is in the film.
Wolverine.
No, it's not. But yeah, he loses his construction job, and his brother, played by Adam Driver, they decide they're gonna go pull a heist on Charlotte Motor Speedway because Channing Tatum knows how they carry the money because he's seen the pipes and stuff were in his construction job. So he gets together with his sister, who is, I believe, Elvis's granddaughter.
Elvis's granddaughter. I think it's
who is smoking
Jamie.
hot.
The Presley.
No, her last name's not Presley.
No, his daughter.
Yeah, Jamie.
No, not Jamie Presley. That's the other one.
Yeah, Lisa Marie.
Lisa Marie Presley's granddaughter.
Yeah. But they pull a heist with Mr. Daniel Craig himself, who plays. He sounds like he's from the straight from the South. What are you talking about? Oh.
Yeah.
Apparently, I had something on my face. Well,
Yeah.
Thanks for the subtlety. You can keep talking when you do it.
Okay.
But I mean, yeah, that's the movie. But guys, what,
so good.
What do you think?
I really enjoyed it.
Oh.
I did have some complications with it, but I enjoyed it for the most part.
Most of my girlfriends are like that too. But
oh, really?
I enjoy them, but a lot of complications.
Oh, is that to say about you? But oh, that was sad. But anyway, I mean, I really enjoyed the film. I like the whole country aspect to it.
Yeah.
I felt like the actors did a good job portraying that they were in the South. It was very good, very well done.
Yeah, I'm like you. I really enjoyed this film. I thought it was a lot of fun, and I definitely thought it was something that I think we need to see more of, just like more original ideas. Even though this isn't really the most original idea because it's just kind of Ocean's 11 in the South.
Yeah, Ocean's 11 in the South.
And they even acknowledge that in the film. They say it's like I think they call it Ocean 7-Eleven.
Ocean 7-Eleven, that's what it was.
But yeah, you'll figure out why in the movie. But I mean, it's
ironic too because all the 7-Elevens are in Virginia too.
Oh wow.
We don't have any in North Carolina.
But yeah, this movie takes place in West Virginia, and obviously Charlotte, North Carolina.
Like, so they drove 5 hours like every scene to go from Virginia.
I seriously doubt they actually went to each place. I think they would probably filmed it all either in Charlotte.
It's like, well, I'm going to hop in my truck and go see the Charlotte Speedway. And it's like, that's a 5.5 hour drive.
Yeah, he lives in West Virginia, works in Charlotte in that terrible truck. He has to fill up at least twice before he gets there.
5.5 hours. I can barely drive to South Carolina.
Can't they find jobs anywhere closer to West Virginia?
There is no job in West Virginia. They're just coal miners.
Oh, well, it's still a job. I mean, but yeah. So let's talk about the characters. As far as the characters go, I think Channing Tatum was probably one of my favorites.
Yes, he did.
Channing Tatum. He sounds like he's straight from North Carolina.
Well, actually, he sounds like straight from Alabama. And last time I checked, that's actually his real accent.
Oh yeah, I don't think it's that strong. I don't think his accent's that strong.
Yeah, that was his real voice.
I think he played it up.
They said that was his real voice.
But Adam Driver was also in this movie. He played kind of an amputee, like he didn't have the lower part of his arm and the hand, and he has got the fake arm through the whole movie.
Yeah, fake
arm. It's some comedy going in there. I don't know how I felt about his accent, man. His accent was a little bit. He sounded like someone trying to enunciate a little bit too much.
He sounded like he was on Oh Brother Where Art Thou.
Yeah, it sounded like he was trying to play it up a lot. Like it was almost like a farce, which is fine for this kind of movie.
Yes.
It didn't take me out of the movie, but every single time I heard him, like, oh, he's an actor pretending to be a Southerner.
Ironically, the one I thought who did a really good Southern accent was Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig's accent was pretty good.
He sounded like he was straight out of like West Virginia.
I'm about to say he's just a great actor to begin with. I mean, like, and he just kind of had all the emotions of everybody.
And he had a lot of. I guess he was kind of like comic relief in this film too.
He's definitely comic relief.
He was funny, and he was. It was great. I mean, it was great. His performance was incredible.
Yeah, and the sister character, I really enjoyed her. Like the way she dressed, the way she moved, the way she talked.
You think she was like a Southern girl? I mean,
yeah, you think she was one of those kind of like I think she's supposed to be like a white trash kind of girl.
Oh no, she wasn't white trash. She was like a simply Southern kind of girl.
Simply Southern.
Yeah, but, she's hairdresser and she did an amazing. Yeah, she's from like California. I mean, I really believe. I thought she was really from like North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia. Amazing.
But as far as the story goes and everything, again, this movie is directed by Steven Soderbergh, who did Ocean's 11 and 12 and 13. So he knows how to make a heist film. He knows how to make one. And there was a lot of echoes from Ocean's 11 in this, trying to like gather the team together. Because getting into a bit of spoilers here, let's go into let's talk about the heist of the film. This is my main quarrel with the movie is the heist, and the heist is fun to watch. But I never felt like they were really in danger in this movie.
Well, to me, I felt like it was how a heist would have gone. If you had a complicated heist in real life, I felt that's what would have went. You know, there's incompetent police guard. There's incompetent people working there. I mean, it's just there's incompetent people on the team. It's just like it's nothing's going to be straightforward and like well oiled like. You see another heist film like Laser Grid and the cops like I heard a noise. Let's get the machine guns together and go check out that corner over there. You know, it's not like you got the cop like, do you smell smoke? I don't know. Do you smell smoke? Man, like, oh, he's not supposed to be down here. Do you smell smoke? You know, it's just that was the part in the film. Like the guy's not supposed to be down here.
But I mean, I feel like they should have like ran into him or something like that. They tried to get away. Now they got to tape him up or like the whole arm bit when he loses his arm, and that's kind of paid off pretty well at the end, I think. But I mean, that wasn't really a big problem. It was just kind of like I never really felt like there was a whole lot of tension going. I felt like they were going to get away with it. And granted, like you said, that's more realistic. That's probably how it would go. But as far as a movie goes, you need a little bit of tension, and there was a little bit lacking for me. But it wasn't enough to make me like not like it. I still really enjoyed it. It's still great. But what did you think?
I thought it was good. I also really enjoyed the whole the end where he gets home. And that she did his favorite song, and I really
that was a great moment.
I really enjoyed that dynamic with him and his daughter.
Yeah, that was a great dynamic, and the kid actor was actually really good
Very good. I mean, when you see it, I kind of feel like that's how a father and his daughters kind of is, with the divorced parent. I mean, it was felt real to me, man.
Yeah, and
still real to me.
I mean, still real to me. If you haven't seen that video, that's a fun one to check out.
Yeah, it is.
Crying wrestling fan. But Dwight Yoakam's in this movie.
Dwight Yoakam, he was really good too.
Dwight Yoakam plays the prison warden.
We don't have that problem.
And spoiler alert, you already in spoilers. Daniel Craig and Adam Driver they have everything planned out. Like everything's planned out to a T, and they go in the bathroom and they escape, and the whole prison's on lockdown. And there's some funny dialogue about Game of Thrones that's like absolutely hilarious. And everything's just so planned so well. But Dwight Yoakam's doesn't want to call the police or anything.
So I felt like luck was on their side too. They had a lot. There was luck. I mean,
Logan Lucky.
No, the whole point was they were unlucky.
Yeah.
And then it was like luck was that because he didn't admit to anything because he was too he didn't want to make his prison look bad and. That just because the part where he could have ID'd them, the other guy's like, "Nah, I never saw him."
Yeah,
because he hated the other dude. He punched him and said nothing happened.
Oh yeah, and that was another big problem I had with this movie. It wasn't enough to take me out of the movie again, but Seth MacFarlane's character. I did not like Seth MacFarlane's character.
Didn't much like it either.
I'm not a huge fan of his brand of comedy anyway. Just like his delivery and everything is fine. I'm not a huge Family Guy fan. I don't really like any. Yeah, I know. I don't like Family Guy. And that's just me personally. But his character just didn't really fit. I felt like it took me out of the movie a little bit. It didn't fit into what was going on. But what are you doing?
Don't like Family Guy.
I don't like Family Guy. I don't know. There's a few things I kind of chuckled at, but I mean,
Peter doesn't like you either.
I'm sure. But I just wasn't crazy about his character. I felt like the whole British thing kind of, it was a little bit something different. I got what they were trying to do.
He should have done Stewie's voice for it.
And that's all I heard. I heard Family Guy voices when I heard him.
Actually, I just heard Seth MacFarlane with a British accent. That's all
I mean, it was. And it was fine for what it was. I just wasn't really feeling it. And
the Winam, come here. No, it would have been a whole lot better.
I feel like Sebastian Stan's character was a lot more fun.
So there
for me.
he is, right there.
Like Sebastian Stan's character.
Frank
was
Zappa looking dude right there.
Yeah, but overall, this is a movie that I really enjoyed. I thought it was a lot of fun. There was a few little minor problems.
He does like Mario.
He does like Mario.
He is Mario.
Oh man, but this movie's a lot of fun.
Does he have a brother in the movie?
He has a teammate, like he's
teammate.
The Winter Soldier. The Winter Soldier.
He doesn't wear green hats.
No, it was the Winter Soldier though.
But it's played by the Winter Soldier, Sebastian Stan. But yeah,
that's another problem. I felt like they kind of glazed over his character.
Yeah, he was only in it for a little brief moment.
It was a cameo.
Yeah, and his character was funny too because like he was real pretentious about like his whole kind of lifestyle. He called his body his OS, and
his operating system.
Like, when my OS is down, it's like I can't work. And then like he drank that drink that Seth MacFarlane like had sponsored him for, and like then he just crashed in the middle of the thing.
It was nasty.
But yeah, I'm gonna give this movie an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed this movie.
I give it an 8.8 out of 10.
8.8 out of 10.
Like the only few issues I had was like I said, Seth MacFarlane's character. And the hopping in the truck and going to Charlotte Speedway every day.
Yeah, that's
he's like we're gonna go down there. Bam! Oh, we're here. It's still sunlight. You know what I mean? That's 5.5 hours.
And then he drove back to go get his dog.
Yeah, like back and forth. I mean, that is 10 hours. Just this 11 hours just back and forth.
That's a lot. And but I mean, it wouldn't be worth it. But guys, I think we're just gonna go ahead and go through. It's time for the movie throwback mystery of the week.
Birth of the Dragon.
No, that's next week, man. We can't skip ahead. We got to say.
Sorry, I thought that was the mystery.
Oh my god. Well, it is a mystery.
That's the bag full of mystery again.
The bag full of mystery. So we in this bag we have different heist movies, and whatever you pick out of here, you gotta give us some facts about it. So go ahead and pick.
Okay, I'm scared now.
Okay, let's go again.
Why was the mystery like wet and cold? Mystery's like what?
I don't know.
Okay.
Go ahead and pick one.
Reservoir Dogs.
All right. Tell me some stuff about Reservoir Dogs.
Quentin Tarantino directed one of his first films. I think it was one of his first rated R film.
Oh, well, it's his first film, so it's definitely his first rated R film.
It was really brutal at the time. They were talking about cutting some parts of it out because it was rated X. Just for
it was like NC-17 kind of thing?
Yeah, NC-17 because of the gore and brutality of it.
Mm-hmm.
I think they said the ear part for the whole ear part for Steve Buscemi.
I think it was Tim Roth's character, wasn't it?
Tim Roth's character, the one that got his ear cut off. They spent a long time. He spent a long time trying to make a fake ear to do this thing because the first thing they used he didn't like it. They did wax, they did molding, silicone. They finally tried to find the right ear, and it was brutal. They say even one of them felt sick after doing it because it seemed so real.
Oh, yeah. For those that don't know about the ear scene, like one of the characters gets their ears cut off, and then like one of the guys goes like, "Hello, how you doing?" and like kind of runs around with it. Man, it's really nasty.
Very nasty. So what else? Some more facts about it. I think it was. What's the fact?
Let's see. Where was it? They kept a paramedic on set during the scene where Mr. Orange is bleeding out to make sure that the blood loss was realistic in accordance to what the actual wounds would be.
Oh, wow.
And they didn't have a budget for any kind of outfits, so everybody pretty much wore their own clothes. So all the suits all the characters are wearing, that's
just their suits?
That's just their suits.
That's pretty great. I'm about to say this is a very low budget movie.
Tarantino wanted to be Mr. Pink, and he told Buscemi when he came in to audition that the only way you're getting this role is if you go in and just kill.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I'm taking it.
And say Quentin Tarantino's in the movie.
No, he's Mr. Brown if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's Mr. Brown. And then like the whole thing about like, hey, why am I Mr. Pink? What?
Is it Mr. Pink, Mr. Brown? We're playing blue here.
No, it's just code names, but I think the colors kind of correlate with different psychological things in the mind. It's really cool. Quentin Tarantino is so good about trying to do that kind of thing. But anything else, Hunter? Okay.
So actually, I think we covered all the facts.
I think we pretty much covered it all. Oh well,
yep.
I guess we'll call it a day then. But guys, thank you so much for watching the show. We really do appreciate it. Next week we had the mystery movie throwback, what you thought we were going to do, which is
Birth of the Dragon. Game of Thrones.
No, it's not Game of Thrones. It's about Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee.
It's about Bruce Lee.
Like I say, it says of the dragon, or the dragon is usually Bruce Lee.
Yeah, it's Bruce Lee, and apparently there's a bunch of
Or
controversy.
Wayne Chung.
Or Wayne Chung. Who knows? But guys, thanks so much for watching. Please leave a comment at facebook.com/Studio67NCC if you want any more information about the show, or you want to talk about anything that we talk about today on the show, or anything you want us to talk about on the show. We'd love to hear your thoughts. But,
and about Wayne Chung. You think Wayne Chung should make a big comeback?
That's a pretty good thing, because I don't even
know. Am I talking about music
is.
or am I talking about karate? You don't even know.
I'd say both. Okay. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Hunter, thank you so much for fact checking. Chris, thank you so much for being here. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Isaac Anderson.
And I am Tyler.
Stay lovely, guys.
Stay classy.